Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley has shared her reaction to a recent Roman Reigns news that got fans buzzing. The Eradicator has congratulated the head of the table for making it the cover of the WWE 2K25 game. A few weeks ago, Paul Heyman announced on Raw that Reigns would be on the upcoming game's cover. As expected, this quickly became the talk of the town, with fans and those within WWE celebrating the announcement. Now, one of the promotion's biggest stars, Rhea Ripley, has spoken about it and congratulated her colleague on the accomplishment, having been one of the cover stars for the previous installment. WWE Games recently shared a video on Twitter where Ripley can be seen carrying the game's standard edition. She acknowledged Roman Reigns and said he deserved to be on the cover. "I think I'm gonna have to acknowledge it. It does look pretty cool. He, Reigns, looks like a moon up in the corner, staring at himself. But it's really cool. I'm happy for him. Obviously, it's Roman. He deserves the world. That's killer," said Rhea Ripley. Sam Roberts thinks Roman Reigns could return at WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. Roman Reigns hasn't been seen on WWE TV since Royal Rumble 2025, where he failed to win the Men's Rumble match. However, Sam Roberts thinks the Tribal Chief could make a surprise return at Elimination Chamber 2025 on March 1st. On his Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Roberts explained that Reigns could show up at the event to attack Seth Rollins if he qualified for the Men's Chamber match. "Roman's not going to be in the chamber, but in my opinion, I guess he could be, but he's not in any of the qualifying matches, so I don't see it happening. I could see Roman interfering in the chamber match and costing Seth," Roberts said. It remains to be seen how things pan out for him in the coming weeks, as the Tribal Chief is expected to feature in a marquee match at WrestleMania 41. The energy in the arena was electric. The WWE Universe packed into the sold-out venue, anticipation buzzing through the crowd. The Judgment Day had been running Monday Night Raw for months, but a shift in power was happening across WWE. Roman Reigns, despite his absence from SmackDown, still loomed large over the company. His bloodline had been fractured, but a lingering question remained: who truly ran WWE? As the camera panned to the center of the ring, standing confidently with the WWE Women's World Championship draped over her shoulder, was Rhea Ripley. The mommy of the Judgment Day had a look in her eyes that was different from her usual arrogance. It wasn't just about dominance tonight, it was about sending a message. Ripley raised the microphone, allowing the crowd to settle before she spoke. "You know, I've been thinking a lot lately. The Judgment Day is the most dominant faction in WWE, yet people still act like Roman Reigns and the Bloodline run things around here." The mention of Roman's name immediately sent shockwaves through the crowd. Chants of Tribal Chief rang through the arena, but Rhea smirked, unfazed. "Nah, see, the Bloodline isn't the same anymore. They fell apart, all because Roman Reigns let his ego get in the way. Solo Sikoa is trying to pick up the pieces, Jimmy Uso is confused, and Jacob Fatu is doing all the dirty work. But where's Roman? Sitting at home, watching from the sidelines, pretending he's still the head of the table." The boos mixed with cheers. Ripley knew exactly how to get under the skin of the fans, and maybe even Roman himself. She adjusted her title on her shoulder before delivering the real shocker. "So here's my message, Roman. You're not the Tribal Chief anymore. You're not the face of WWE. You're a ghost of what you used to be, and if you ever come back, you'll have to go through me to reclaim your throne." The WWE Universe exploded. The idea of Rhea Ripley confronting Roman Reigns was unimaginable, but here she was, issuing a direct challenge to the most dominant force in modern WWE history. Backstage reaction: Judgment Day questions Rhea's motives. As Raw went to commercial, the cameras cut backstage where the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonagh, stood watching Rhea's promo on the monitor. Damian crossed his arms, shaking his head. "Are you serious, Rhea? Calling out Roman Reigns? What's the angle here?" Rhea smirked, leaning against a production crate. "The angle is simple, Priest. Everyone's been asking who the real power in WWE is. The Bloodline? The Judgment Day? Well, I just sent a message. We're the ones running this place now." Finn scratched his beard, clearly skeptical. "You just called out a guy who held the Universal title for over 3 years. If he actually shows up, this might turn into a war we don't want." Dominic, standing slightly behind Rhea, nodded. Mommy always knows what she's doing. Damian sighed but didn't press the issue further. However, a silent tension filled the air. Rhea had just poked the bear. What if Roman actually responded? SmackDown, the Bloodline reacts. 3 nights later, Friday Night SmackDown opened in a way no one expected. Paul Heyman stood in the ring, flanked by Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. The wise man adjusted his tie, looking directly into the camera. "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And I serve as the wise man to the greatest champion of all time, Roman Reigns." A loud mix of cheers and boos echoed through the arena. Heyman paused before continuing. "I come before you tonight with an important message, not from myself, not from Solo, not even from Jacob Fatu. But from the real leader of WWE, the Tribal Chief." The arena went silent. Even the commentary team leaned in closer. "Rhea Ripley. Roman Reigns heard your message. And he has one response." Heyman cleared his throat before delivering the chilling words. "Be careful what you wish for." The crowd erupted. Was this confirmation that Roman Reigns was returning? The Bloodlines faction had been regaining strength with Solo and Jacob Fatu leading the charge, but was this the moment the Tribal Chief would make his return? Solo Sikoa took the microphone next. "Rhea Ripley wants to test the Bloodline. She doesn't know what she's getting into." Jacob Fatu cracked his knuckles, nodding in agreement. "She wants to step up to Roman? We'll see about that." The tension had officially boiled over. The Judgment Day had gotten the Bloodline's attention. But how far was Roman willing to go? Raw, the confrontation. The following Monday, the WWE Universe tuned in with anticipation. Everyone wanted to see if Roman Reigns would actually show up after Paul Heyman's ominous warning. As the night progressed, Judgment Day stood tall once again. Rhea Ripley was in the ring after successfully defending her Women's World Championship against Nia Jax. She wiped the sweat from her brow, grabbing a microphone. "So that's it? That's Roman Reigns' big response? Be careful what you wish for? Please. I don't fear the Tribal Chief." Suddenly, the arena lights dimmed. The sound of the Bloodlines theme music hit, and the WWE Universe lost their minds. Out walked Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. The two Samoan powerhouses marched to the ring, their expressions unreadable. Rhea, instead of backing down, stood her ground. Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio flanked her as Finn and JD remained at ringside, watching intently. Solo was the first to step between the ropes, locking eyes with Ripley. He took the microphone from his pocket, lifting it to his mouth. "You think you're the top of WWE? You think Judgment Day runs this place?" Rhea smirked, tilting her head. "I don't think, Solo. I know." Jacob Fatu stepped forward now, a dangerous glint in his eyes. "You disrespected the Tribal Chief. You crossed a line. Now, you deal with the consequences." Before Rhea could respond, the lights flickered again. The crowd gasped as the Titantron showed a black SUV pulling up outside the arena. The door opened. And out stepped Roman Reigns. The arena erupted into sheer chaos. The Tribal Chief, wearing a hoodie and his signature gold lei, looked straight into the camera before stepping forward. Michael Cole's voice cracked in excitement. "Roman Reigns is here. The Tribal Chief has arrived on Raw." The camera cut back to the ring where Rhea, still fearless, cracked her knuckles in anticipation. Judgment Day looked wary, but Rhea? She was ready. The stage was set. The head of the table was back. And he had an answer for Rhea Ripley. To be continued.